So what does Allah say in the Quran about hope? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah 15, verse 56, and who other than those who have utterly lost their way. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, just this first part, that a quality of those who have lost their way is that, and then the ayah continues, could ever abandon the hope of their sustainer''s grace. That to truly be lost, right, to truly be off the path is to have lost hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I want to, the opposite of not having hope is to have completely abandoned hope. And something that we have to remember, one of the first tactics of Shaitan, one of the most powerful tools that he tries to use against the believer is to make you lose hope in Allah, to have you be of despair. And the reason why this is such a starting point, this is why we have to be so protective of our hope in Allah, is because the seed of despair, when it is planted, when a thought of despair is planted, it gives birth to inaction. It gives birth to helplessness. It gives birth to moving away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and submitting to Him. So the first thing that Ibn Atta, one of our classical scholars, says that the believer packs on their path to Allah is hope in Allah. And hope is what qualifies us, right? Hope is what keeps you in the fold of belief, because what do you do when you have hope? You keep going back to Allah. You go and you keep knocking on the door of Tawbah. When you have hope in Allah, you keep going and doing your salah. When you have hope in Allah, you keep going and depending on Him and making dua. All those beautiful acts of belief and dependence on Him come from a place of having hope in His mercy.